Hey guys, we are back for another pick a card reading. Very simple. This time we're going to be doing it for the entire month of August. Don't worry, I will be coming back to do weekly readings, but I thought it'd be cool to start off every month with a general reading for the entire month. So, you know how this works. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And this is going to be interesting because I've never done one for an entire month before. So let's see how general or specific these get. All right, see you soon. Okay, so we are starting off with pile number 1. We have the King of Cups and the Hanged Man. I am getting very strong water and air energy, but guys, please be mindful. When I tell you the energy that I'm getting, it doesn't mean that just because I'm not calling out your sign that it doesn't apply to you. It just means that a certain element or sign represents the energy of the reading. So if the energy is Leo and you're not a Leo, but you're in a very fiery energy that day or that week or that month, it still applies to you, okay? I just used the zodiac as a way to further enhance these readings and help them resonate for folks. Now, for pile number 1, I'm picking up something around someone who is battling between making a decision between their head and their heart. This very much feels like someone who is torn and is at a crossroads. Like there's one path they could take that could take them somewhere that makes their heart happy, but could be a little bit scary. And there's another path they could take that is probably more safe and logical. So I'm getting the hangman is usually somebody who's in flux, trying to decide something. And the King of Cups represents someone who's trying their best to do what's right for the collective or do what's right for their future, but their heart is tugging at them. And they might have feelings that they're not fully revealing. This always happens in at least one of the piles where someone who isn't being completely honest about their feelings pops up. So far, pile 1 seems to be that pile. So if that helps you at all, this is also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and this is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. But again, it doesn't have to be your sign to resonate. All right, let's grab some oracle cards. All right, the first oracle card I'm going to grab is going to be these. You guys, thank you for all the feedback I've been getting in my DMs about the readings. I kind of did these walking out on faith, and so it feels so good to know that they're actually having the intended outcome. All right, the first card that I'm pulling as an oracle card is photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Ooh, this actually resonates a lot with the feeling I was getting earlier about someone having to choose between their heart and their head. Nostalgia is something that brings that up. So this card might have a message for someone. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. Photograph. And it's so cool how the light hits my candles and makes everything all shiny. The next oracle card I'm picking. All right. Universe, what message do you have for pile number 1? Universe, what message do you have for pile number 1? This jumped out. Honeymoon phase. Attending someone's wedding. I'll pick another one. Pick one from the top. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Yeah, whoever this pile is for has been daydreaming a lot because these are all cards that are based around what you wish, what you want to manifest, what you're hoping to create. The heart is coming out very loud between honeymoon and the cups cards because cups represent the heart. So someone is definitely in this pile having to be honest about what their heart desires versus what their ego or their mind might be desiring. Sometimes we get the mind and the ego mixed up and we think playing it safe is logical when in reality playing it safe is just feeding the ego. So be very mindful about that. And let me see, I'm going to do one more oracle card before I pull the general deck. Let's do angel cards because you guys love the angel numbers. You guys know whenever I pull for angel numbers, please make sure that you Google what the angel number means and put it in the comment section. And I say that because people always get different sayings or explanations for angel cards. And I'm just nosy. I'm just curious what you guys are getting for some of these angel cards. I need to stop hitting my camera. All right. The angel card for this pile is 1010. What does 1010 mean? 1010s, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. All right, it's saying it's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. That's exactly what the Oracle card said. I need to stop acting surprised that these cards are always so aligned. So this card was talking about manifesting and getting exactly what you want. And it looks like this is actually reiterating that. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action, i.e. manifest. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. So this is speaking to someone who needs to trust the process. Interesting. Now let's get into the main reading. If any of those messages in those oracle cards resonated with you, that's a sign that this, to confirm that this is definitely your pile. If you heard all of that, you were like, Blue, none of that applies to my life, then maybe this is not your pile, and feel free to keep watching or just pivot over to pile 2 or 3. All right, universe, it seems like pile number 1 is in a space of having to make a decision, a space of heart over head, a space of heart maybe over ego, logic over nostalgia. Universe, what message do you have for the month of August for pile number 1? Universe, we're doing this for the entire month of August. What message do you have for pile 1 over the month of August? What message do you have? Got the deck one more time. All right. We have the World card, which is, oh, interesting. Ace of Pentacles. Yep, this theme is heavy-handed. The Hangman came out twice. What? Okay, I'm getting chills. And I know I'm probably going to get made fun of for acting excited every time I do these readings. I've been doing this for 20 years and it still get excited. Y'all got the Hangman twice. Like, look at this. Look at this. Y'all got the Hangman twice. So yes, someone whoever this is meant for, whatever group of people whose energy I'm picking up, this is someone who is at the crossroads and needs to make a decision about their future, because the Hangman represents hanging upside down, trying to figure out where to go, what to do. I don't usually do cards upside down, but something's telling me to leave this one upside down. That's rare for me. 7 of Swords upside down. Ooh, interesting. And let's do one more card. 2 of Wands also upside down. All right, I'm not doing any more upside downs. And the Magician. Okay, yeah, wow. This is very much what the Oracle cards already hinted at. And I kind of love that. I'm not going to lie. I love that it seems that whenever I do these readings for you guys, the Oracle cards seem to be a warning shot, and then the Tarot cards end up reiterating and underscoring what it's saying. All right, so first thing, the World card. The World card usually pops up when you are ending a chapter of life and you are at a crossroads, which is literally what I just said previously, right? So it's reiterating that point of whether you want to recognize it or not, baby boy or baby girl, you are at a crossroads. It is time to close a chapter if the chapter has not already closed itself. For some of you, a chapter closed itself with or without your consent, right? So it means mentally, physically, spiritually speaking, you are ending a chapter. The month of August represents endings and beginnings for you, and recognizing that it's a fresh page. I'm hearing loudly, August is a fresh page in a fresh notebook. The Ace of Pentacles is saying that you are yearning for and desiring to start something fresh that is going to have good return on investment, right? I'm picking up heavily that pile number 1 is someone who really needs a win, whether it's because they've had a lot of real or perceived losses. They really need a win. And so this speaks of, and if you look at these cards, I need to get better about pulling them up close so you guys can see them. If you look at these cards, the Ace of Pentacles is someone holding a coin. This is signifying someone who wants tangible gains and who all their decisions are based on, how do I get a win? I can't take no more L's. I need a W. Then the next card you have is the Hangman, which again means analysis paralysis, someone who is thinking over their options heavily and trying to figure out to go left or right or how to disengage from something that's not working. Now, here's what's interesting. I don't ever do upside down cards because my cards are so direct. I don't need to have a passive aggressive message, but Spirit told me to leave these upside down, so I'm going to honor that whenever that happens. The 7 of Swords, when it's right side up, is usually somebody who's being dishonorable, who's ran off like a thief in the night, someone who was being selfish and worried about themselves and not worried about anybody else, and who was doing things that only worked for them. And then the 2 of Wands, you represent somebody who's embarking on a new journey. you got these upside down. So what this is telling me is someone in this situation was moving dirty and their conscience might have finally caught up with them. Whether it's you or another party, someone in a situation lied, was moving dirty, was trying to be clever. The swords represent the mind, so that's cleverness, right? They were trying to be clever. They were trying to do something that they thought that they were sneaky and smart enough to get away with. And they thought that it was going to make them happy, and it fucking didn't. It didn't. Whatever selfish thing you did, whatever lies you told, whatever cleverness you thought you had, it was a hollow victory. And instead of having a new beginning, you actually ended up ushering in or being witness to a chapter ending, and now you have to start fresh. So if you are the one who was done dirty, then this is telling you to let that go and start fresh. If you are the one who did something dirty or messed up, they're telling you to come clean and fix it because it's not working. Your plan to put you first and not worry about other people's feelings and to not do the right thing and to not listen to your heart and to not be kind and compassionate, it didn't work for you, Tink Tink. It didn't. And if you think it's working, then that might mean that your karma is on its way. The thing about time is it's not linear when it comes to the spirit world. So this is speaking to something that's already happened, about to happen, or is in the process of happening right now. And then for the outcome card, I got the Magician saying that whoever did dirt, whoever didn't decide, whoever has analysis paralysis, you still have the ability to be a magician, to be an alchemist and make something good come of it. So you see how here the person's moving dirty, but here the person is like, aha, I figured out a solution. This is saying that a solution and answer is imminent, if not currently circling around you, and you just have to be brave enough to admit what you know. One of the things I always ask my clients is, what are you pretending not to know? The Magician card popping up as the outcome is telling me that whatever this problem is, you are 100% equipped to fix it. So if you're waiting for someone to come and save you, bullshit. You yourself are equipped to fix this. You have more power in this situation than you want to admit or that you fully recognize. So be cognizant of that. Ooh, that was a strong message. And that's your message for the entire month of August. All right, let's do some oracle cards, some hidden truth oracle cards. I'm going to pick 3 of these because they're going to tell me some messages that might be rogue, that might reinforce, or that might just be further confirmation that you need. Universe, please tell me, what hidden messages do you have for group number 1? Universe, give me 3 hidden messages for group number 1. This group of people who have to shit or get off the pot and make a decision, do the right thing, make apologies if they've done something dirty, come clean if they've been keeping a secret, and start that new chapter that is going to be starting with or without their consent. The first thing I got is, I replay our conversations over and over. Someone in this situation is feeling nostalgia, right? Is feeling nostalgia. And we got the honeymoon card. You might have fallen out with someone, and now you're thinking about the honeymoon phase when you guys got along. So I'm picking up whoever this pile is in. Some of you, because I'm getting that there's 2 different groups of you who are watching this. Some of you are trying to make a life choice that's going to be major. Others of you might need to circle the block and apologize to someone, or you have someone who might be circling the block to apologize to you. I replay our conversations over and over. Oh my God, you were the best thing in my life. Yeah, this is definitely for the folks who are missing someone. And I'm picking up for some of you who are watching this. This is very specific. You fumbled, but you can still fix it. You fumbled a blessing, but you can still fix it. And the last message is, you and I were too young. I'm picking up, this is not literal. Either you or I was too young. This is telling me that emotional immaturity is what ended this union. This union that has you replaying conversations. This union that has you thinking, oh my God, this might be one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. This union fell to pieces, or this business venture fell to pieces, or whatever this was didn't work out because of emotional immaturity. So if emotional immaturity is the reason it didn't work out, then that says that you need to be mature and grow up and be honest with yourself and others in order to course correct. And then the last card we're going to do, general message universe. What's the general message you want to send to pile number 1 before we pivot? The general message, This resonates. The general message is to focus on goodness. And the funny thing is, we were just talking about head over heart. Green, when you are looking at these cards, let me put this down. When you're looking at these cards, green represents the heart chakra. So your heart chakra needs to be more engaged with your decision making. So this last message for you is, I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest. Y'all, are you serious? The same words keep showing up over and over again. Magician, manifest, hangman, decision. You have the power to fix it. If you are watching Pile 1 and you think the problem is bigger than you, Spirit is saying bullshit. You have the power to fix it, okay? I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. So, a lot of people who are going to be resonating with this pile, what I'm picking up happened is you fumbled a blessing in your mind, or a blessing didn't come into fruition in the way that you had hoped. And Spirit is telling you that rather than sit around acting depressed, rather than sit around pretending that there's no way out, your spirit guides are telling you you are 100% equipped to fix this and course correct this as long as you are manifesting from a place of your heart. It's saying if you were trying to choose between your head and your heart, I think you got a pretty loud answer. The answer is to go with your heart. All right. I hope this was helpful. I think this is so amazing. These two cards in particular, Manifest and Magician, focus on these cards. You are the magician. You have the ability to pull a rabbit out of the hat and course correct and fix it. Okay. Do not be a victim. Do not be disempowered. You really, really have the ability to make things better. Hope this was helpful, guys. Now I'm about to pivot to pile number 2. Hey, guys. Welcome to pile number 2. Pile number 1 was really powerful. And I have a really good feeling about this pile as well. Pile number 2 starts off with the Queen of Cups and the World card. So this actually, oh my God, this is the second time this is happening. Last time, if you were listening to my last reading, pile number 1 and 2 felt connected, and it's happening again. I don't know why I keep getting pile number 1 and number 2 connected, but this represents the Queen of Cups and the World card. If you are someone, I'm getting this very strongly, if you are someone who has always felt that you were a little bit psychic like I am, right? If you always felt like you were an empath, if you have a sixth sense, or you can smell things in the air before they happen, this is a sign that this might be your pile. People with really, really strong intuitives, I feel like a lot of therapists, empaths, psychics, fellow tarot readers are going to be drawn to this pile in particular. And also because it's the Queen of Cups, it also is underscored by water elements, which is Cancer and Pisces and Scorpio. But again, you do not need to be a water sign for this to be your pile. The elements and the signs are just meant to further tell you if this resonates. And the World card, just like pile number 1 popped up, the World card represents a chapter is ending. I feel like August is going to be the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new chapter for a lot of people. What I'm hearing is the chapter ended already, and August is basically the month where you make peace with the fact the chapter ended, and now you have to figure out what to do with a whole new page and a whole new notebook. That seems to be the overall message. All right, so I'm going to start by pulling some oracle cards. Universe, please tell me, what message do you want to send to pile number 2? Universe, please tell me, for those who are watching and who resonate with pile number 2, what message do you want to send them? They'll be back. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this is definitely connected to pile number 1. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. I will say this, guys. We're in a retrograde. Retrograde is a time where a lot of people return or feel nostalgic for old friends, old family members, exes. So whoever they are, they're going to be thinking about you. They're missing you. If you're missing them, they're missing you back. If you were wondering if somebody that you're missing misses you back, and they are probably going to be back. Right? Free will is still a thing. So cards pick up intention. If the person wants to be back but chooses not to listen to their heart, I can't speak to that. But they want to come back though. And I'm also picking up cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. Y'all, did I not just say that? Did I not just say that? Okay, why do I act like I'm new to this? Okay. I get so excited every time I do readings, which is part of the reason of why I was self-conscious about doing them online, because you would think I just learned how to read tarot, how excited I get. I literally just finished telling y'all that this card is telling me that there's endings and beginnings, and that the endings already happened, and August would be making peace with the endings and then embracing the beginnings. And then we literally pull up fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. And y'all saw me shuffle. Y'all heard me shuffle. This is insane. This is wild. Okay. So we are confirming that this pile definitely has a very specific message. Universe, what other message do you want to give to pile number 2? Universe, I'm picking up a lot of nostalgia. I'm picking a lot of emotion. I'm picking up a lot of daydreaming. Whoever this pile is for, you daydream a lot, you fantasize a lot, but you probably wouldn't even call it that. You just might find your mind wandering, thinking about something or someone or a dream or an aspiration or an old relationship or, yeah, y'all have been daydreaming a lot, whether you realize it or not. And I'm being told to say whether you realize it or not, because some of you wouldn't call it daydreaming until I just described it. All right, the next oracle card we got for this pile is keys on a ring, many options, decisions need to be made. Unconventional, stringing somebody along, and one night stand. Ooh, not one night stand. Let me pick up a clarifier. Kisses. Okay, this is for the romantics. This is a lot of romantic feelings. Unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. I feel like falling in love. Okay, if you are not in love, but this power resonates, you can keep watching. But because the love energy, I feel like there's a couple different groups watching pile number 2 in particular. And one of these groups is very much in love or mourning a love that was lost or falling in love. And that energy is loud. So if you're not falling in love and this doesn't apply to you, please try to see the message through that, because the lovey-dovey crowd that's watching this is completely taking over. So someone definitely is missing someone. Someone definitely is thinking about circling the block on someone. Figuratively speaking, it could be splitting the block on an opportunity, splitting the block on a friendship, splitting the block on a union. Literally speaking, somebody's missing someone who they thought was sexy and fine and compatible with them, but for whatever reason, somebody fumbled. Again, this is what I got from pile number 1 as well, about someone feeling like they fumbled. I need to figure out why pile number 1 and pile number 2 always feel like kissing cousins. All right. Pile number 2, universe. I'm picking up lots of romantic energy. I'm also picking up, excuse my French, some wet dreams. Somebody's been thinking about having sex with you. If you have an ex partner, ex situationship, ex crush, I don't care what you call it, because these days people call everything something else. Whoever it is you're thinking about, if you know for a fact that they are attracted to you, they have been having sex dreams about you. Somebody's having sex dreams about somebody, because the energy is heavy and I'm like struggling to focus right now. Universe, take me out of the sacral energy that's popping up and give me clarity. What message do you want to send to group number 2, universe? What message do you want to send to horny ass group number 2? All right, I'm going to cut the deck one more time. Death and ending. Did I not tell y'all this was about endings and beginnings? How many different cards do I have to pull saying the same thing? It's almost like I'm psychic. So death, don't worry. Death means endings and transformation. It doesn't mean literal death, although sometimes maybe it could. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. So this is strong. It's a Scorpio energy and Taurus energy. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood. Ooh. Uh-oh, a whole card just popped up. Okay. All right. I'm pulling up a lot of cards for this one because the energy is loud. All right, so this is speaking of, there was an ending. If you are in love with someone and you are not with that person that you are in love or deep like with, or you were beginning to fall in love with someone, this is your pile. Like very heavy-handedly so. Again, if this doesn't apply to you, but you still feel drawn to the pile, listen through the messages to get the figurative version of what I'm saying. Someone fell for or started to develop feelings for someone, and someone sabotaged it. Someone got nervous, someone got scared, and they sabotaged a union in some way. They either said something they didn't mean to say, or they did something they didn't mean to do, or they lied and got caught and didn't confess. And I'm picking up if they lied and got caught and didn't confess. Had you confessed, you might have been able to fix it. But the lie actually made things worse, whatever it was. So there was an ending that happened. Now, one or both parties are yearning for each other during this Mercury retrograde season. I'm picking up missing someone. I'm picking up strong Taurus energies. We have 1, 2, 3 4 Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn cards. If you are an earth sign or a water sign, there's a strong possibility this is for you. But I'm also picking up a little bit of fiery energy. So I'm actually picking up all 4 of the elements. It's just that whoever is missing that person, was missing that opportunity, is yearning for manifesting it in real life. You want to figure out how to say something to get someone to give you another chance. Or you're hoping that someone who fumbled you comes to their senses and apologizes and comes back and offers you something real, right? This is a very Taurus card. The Queen of Pentacles, she's bountiful. She has lots of tangible things that she has built with her hands, right? So this is yearning to build something. And there's a bunny rabbit. She's also fertile. Again, this is the second week in a row that we've gotten a fertility card. If you're not trying to get pregnant, please wear a condom. Ace of Pentacles, wanting to build a life with someone, wanting to start over. Ace cards mean a fresh start. Somebody wants to start fresh with somebody that they miss really very much. Then we got 8 of Pentacles. Whoever this person is, they might have been lazy before, or you might have been lazy before. But now, because distance makes the heart grow fonder, you want to work towards this. So if this applies to romance, it's about circling the block with someone who you fumbled. If it's about a crush that you never spoke up on, you're circling the block on finally telling the truth. If it's about a job opportunity that you didn't seize, or a position that you could have gone for, or a conversation you need to have with someone, you are finally willing to put in the work. And yes, this is my Golden Girls deck. You guys know I love this deck. And in this deck, Blanche is baking a cake, right? Because she's putting in the work. She's taking her time and making a cake from scratch to show that she finally has the bandwidth to invest in something. So if you were on the fence about investing in something, which is what pile 1 was about. Again, pile 1 and pile 2 feel connected. Pile 1 was about figuring out what to invest in. Pile 2 is saying, now that I've told the truth, right? This was like a continuation of pile 1. Now that I've told the truth about what I want, it's time to get to work and to keep it a stack. Now, the outcome got 7 of Cups. Analysis paralysis is something you're going to have to... You see how stressed Rose looks? Rose looks stressed because she has all these options and she's having analysis paralysis. If you are someone who has been struggling to make a choice, pick and stick to it, okay? And when I ask for a clarifier, the star card is about hopefulness. It's about wishing, which means you know deep down what you want. So even though you're acting as if, oh my God, I have all these options. I have so many options. Y'all love to talk about options these days. You might have a lot of options, but deep down, you know exactly what you want. You are wishing on 1 star. You see how there's 7 cups for options, but there's only 1 star for the thing or the person or the opportunity that you really want. It's saying, keep it a stack. Tell the truth. You know what you want. Own it and then go after it. Own it and go after them. However this applies, they're saying tell the truth and go after it because you're ready to put in the work. Because again, a chapter has ended. And then Wheel of Fortune is saying a turning of the fates. So if you had bad luck in a relationship, in a business endeavor before, it's saying try again because the universe is turning into your favor. So you start off with death, which is the ending and the transformation. And you ended with the Wheel of Fortune saying luck is finally on your side. And by luck, we mean spirit. That's really amazing. Wow. So whoever this is, go for it. Either the person that you misses you too, and you guys are going to be gifted with an opportunity to work on your relationship. Oh, I just dropped all my cards. Or if you are circling the block on something, even if it doesn't pan out how you expect, there's a growth opportunity waiting for you. Something about you going for it is going to be a win. Like there's no losses. You either win or you learn. You know that old saying, you either win or you learn. All right. Oracle card. Is there any final message you want for the month of August for pile number 2? Final message for the month of August for pile number 2. All right. I'm gonna pull again because I just ended up pulling the exact same card that I pulled for pile number 1, which is wild. And further confirms that pile number 1 and 2 might be connected. It might be either 2 sides of the same coin or a continuation of an ongoing story. But because I already pulled that card for pile number 1, I'm going to keep on shuffling. Pile number 1. Universe, please send me a fresh message for pile number 2. Universe, please send me a fresh message for pile number 2. All right. The divine fruit. Ooh, did I not just say this? I just finished saying that they want you to take a risk because either you're going to get exactly what you want, or if you don't get exactly what you want, you're still going to end up getting some kind of lesson or improvement to your life as a result of even trying. So you either win or you learn, but you're not going to win or lose. So the divine fruit, as I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am matured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. This is saying, go for it. Put in the work. Put in the work, because something about you putting in effort is going to signal to the universe that you're ready for something more. For those of you who are risk adverse, I know you're going to hate me for saying this. It's saying, suck it up and put in the work. What a great message. And it also, because orange is the sacral chakra. Remember I was saying earlier, I was trying to clear my sacral chakra because that's where the sexuality and sensuality is. Well, sexuality is more of the root chakra, but sensuality is in the sacral chakra, and orange is that color. So there is some sexual energy flowing around. And the sun was also mentioned. Sun is ruled by Leo, which is the season we are in. We are in Leo season. So whether you are a Leo or just feeling very Leo-like, this is the heavy message for fire signs, very specifically Leos, especially Leos, I should say, all fire signs, but especially Leos, earth signs, especially Tauruses, and water signs, especially Scorpios. Okay? All right, universe, send me 3 fast messages. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Ooh. Yikes. I don't think I have to clarify that one. It was my fault, but I blamed you. That means whatever's happening in this situation, instead of being mad at the other person, admit how you might have done some fuck shit. I feel you leaving me behind. Whoever this is misses someone and they're scared that person is leaving them behind. And then the timing wasn't right for us until I'm being told one more. I lost myself for a little while. So yeah, this feels like someone went through a rough patch. I'm not even going to lie. I'm hearing around the months of maybe May and June, and maybe a little bit of July. I'm not sure about July, but definitely May and June are coming through very strong Gemini season energy. Someone messed up really badly, or a union came to an abrupt halt, or an opportunity didn't pan out. And as a result, you, whether you were the aggressor or the victim in the situation based on your perspective, you had a rough patch and a cycle that you were trying to break. And now they're telling you the coast is clear for you to try again. So I hope that was helpful, guys. Again, very specific messages. And now it's time to go to pile 3. Okay, pile number 2. Apologies. I got to the end of all 3 of my readings and recognized that I don't think I pulled up an angel number for you. Did I? Did I pull up an angel number for you? I can't remember. So here's what I'm feeling. If I did, they want me to pull another one. If I didn't, then they want me to make it right. I can't tell which one because I was going to go check the video to see if I pulled one. And they're saying don't bother, pull another one even if you did. So angel number for you guys is 0808. Again, please Google what it means and put it in the comment section because I'm nosy and I like to hear different explanations for angel numbers. 0808 stands for wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, and auspicious outcomes. Ooh, you about to get some money. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Yes, God. Ooh, I want this one for myself. Okay. Your finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mindset on you. Yeah, no, this was meant for group number 2. Because in group number 2, we were talking about making up your mind. Somebody has their mind set on you. So if you resonated with group number 2, you probably have a secret admirer. Or maybe a not so secret admirer, okay? Money's coming in, a love proposition is coming in, or you might be the one who is bringing in a love proposition to somebody that you decide to tell the truth to. Whatever it is, this is abundant as hell. So I love this for y'all, and I apologize for forgetting to do this earlier. All right, bye. Hey, family. Last but definitely not least, we have pile number 3. And this one's interesting because these are 2 major arcana cards. So this message feels like it's going to be a very heavy-handed, very clear message. Let me see. Oh, I just realized for those who did pile number 2, I apologize that I did not do your whatchamacallit, angel numbers for pile number 2. So I apologize for that. I added it to the end. So you'll see that pile number 2 seems like it ends and then it starts back up with the angel number. So apologies for that. Anyways, pile number 3, let's get started. Sun and the moon. 2 very powerful cards. Sun represents the Leo. It represents fire. It represents passion. It is the happiest card in the entire deck. The moon, though, represents the complete opposite. It represents water, right? Like big Cancer energy. So I'm picking up Leo Cancer energy, which means, oh, wow, this is very specific. This might be, and this is a very specific message that will not apply to a lot of people. This might only apply to maybe 5 people who are watching this. If you are a Cancer Leo cusp, this might be a sign that this is your pile. A Cancer Leo cusp is, I think, around, Cancer ends around the 20th-ish to like around the 24th. So between like July 20th to 24th, if your birthday just passed the last month, that's a strong sign that this is your pile. That's only for a handful of you. But if that doesn't apply for the most of you, it does not mean that this is not your pile, okay? So I'm getting strong water and fire energy, particularly Cancer and Leo. All right. And you guys, I'm going to always say this, just because I name a zodiac sign doesn't mean it's not yours if I don't say your sign. All right, universe, what message do you have for the sun and the moon that is pile 3? Universe, what message do you have for the sun and the moon that is pile 3? Confession. Someone has something to tell you. Okay, are all 3 of the piles connected today? Because I'm seeing some themes. All right. Well, somebody needs to make a confession. So if you are a Cancer Leo cusp, or Cancer or Leo or fire or water sign, and you need to confess something, or somebody needs to confess something to you, this is very heavy-handedly yours. And also patience. Just a few more months, good things to come to those who wait. So this is saying you're in a situation that requires patience and that things are improving, and that by Q4, I'm hearing very loudly, by the 4th quarter, which is October, you're going to be pleasantly surprised by how things are going if you are patient and somebody confesses their sins. That seems to be heavy Mercury retrograde energy, but it also seems to be a common theme through all 3 of the piles. So last week, 2 of the piles felt connected. This week, I feel like I'm picking up on a certain type of energy for all 3 of them. But again, it's Mercury retrograde. So people tend to be in a space of confessing their sins and their feelings and X, Y, and Z around this time. All right. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. We also got transformation in pile number 2. And then addiction, codependent obsession, possession, controlling, has a block or restraint. So someone here is obsessed with someone else, and or they have an addiction that might be stopping them from confessing, right? I'm picking up strong. Actually, the addiction might not even be alcohol. For some, it might be alcohol or drugs. But I'm picking up like addiction to work, or addiction to sex, or an addiction to choices and options. So your addiction might not be like an opioid. It might be an addiction to a certain way of thinking or life. But life is about to show you, honey. This lightning rod means if you don't make a choice, if you don't confess, life is going to confess for you. We love a good chin check. And then I'm not going to forget for you guys, for your cards, I'm also going to make sure to pick an angel number. Again, if you were watching pile 2, I apologize for forgetting your angel number. I added it to the end of that reading. The angel number that popped out for this one is 1551. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all of your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. You know what's sticking out to me for this? Brave spirit. Someone here, oh, I'm picking up this heavy. Someone here was a coward. Someone, because it says brave spirit. Someone here was a coward. And they're transforming. Something is forcing them to come out of an addiction to a way of thinking, an addiction to running away from their problems, an addiction to analysis paralysis, an addiction to whatever it may be. They're telling you to let go of your vices because life is trying to force you to do something new. and something new is on the other side of you confessing to yourself or others what the truth is, or the something new is on the other side of somebody else confessing something to you. You guys do me a favor, please look up 1551 and tell me what it means for you. I love to see what the angel numbers mean for you guys when you do your prospective Google searches. All right, so if that seems like those cards were resonating for you, then that's a sign that pile number 3 might be your pile. As always, please make sure, God is telling me to put up the confession card and the sun card. Heavy on someone passionate or a fire sign or both needs to confess something. Interesting. Make some more room here. All right. Universe, what message do you have to send for pile number 3? Universe, I feel like pile number 3 has been probably the most heavy-handed and clear of all of them. So what message do you have to send to pile number 3? Ooh, a bunch of cards just fell out. I'm going to start over. Universe, be more clear. What message do you have to send to pile number 3? It's telling me to cut the deck. Ooh, somebody who is watching this doesn't want me to tap into their energy. I'm picking up that somebody feels triggered and is emotionally shut down. And so I'm struggling to, and they made a bunch of cards fall. Yes, somebody here is very stubborn and is trying to stop me from doing this reading. That's never happened to me before. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, all 3 of these, there's definitely a theme. All right, this is a very clear, quick message. Because whoever this is has a very strong ego, and their ego is trying to thwart me from picking up this message. There was an argument or a disagreement that happened that created a lack of trust in a situation. Someone very artistic, a masculine artistic energy, it doesn't have to be a male, but masculine energy or somebody who was in their divine masculine was trying to be a little bit too fun, and they were maybe being a little bit selfish and didn't realize that they were creating a mess. This is reiterating selfishness. This person was bossy. This person was operating from pure ego. And while operating from pure ego, they caused harm in a relationship that they had seen as the sun card. Now that they've had time for the dust to clear, right? Now that their ego has stopped throwing a tantrum, somebody in this situation now feels bad for what they did, what they said, how they acted, and is reassessing. Do they want to confess their sins? Do they want to apologize and come clean so that they can go back to having this bright future with somebody else? 4 of Pentacles is, but they keep putting it off. Whoever this is, 4 of Pentacles is holding on to things, right? They keep putting off progress because their ego wants to be right. 3 of Cups is saying a part of the distraction is fun. This is a group that is distracting themselves with being outside, with travel, with food, maybe with sex, with shopping, whatever it is. I'm picking up heavily that someone has been running away from their feelings by hiding behind fun, right? In the words of Claire Huxtable, you want to make all the fun. However, the only solution is to have integrity. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who is trying to figure out how to show up with integrity. The only way through this is through it by telling the truth. So this is either for you or this is describing what somebody did for you. This message is so specific. If this doesn't apply or if you're struggling to make it apply, it's not your pile. I'm just going to say that. That message was incredibly specific. My heavens. And shout out to the person who was trying to make me not pull their energy and friggin' had my cards blow up all over my face. That wasn't very nice. Universe, pile number 3 is very specific. What message do you have for pile number 3? Universe, what message? Oh, and I almost forgot. How could I forget? The Magician upside down. This is saying, and I usually don't read cards upside down, but I did it for pile number 2, I think. This is saying you have the ability to fix something, but your ego keeps making you not want to fix it. When the Magician is right side up, look, ta-da, I can fix things, right? But For some reason, the ego has been stopping someone in the situation, whether it's you or another party. The ego has been stopping someone from fixing something that they could very easily fix. Very easily fix. And easy doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. Easy doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt your ego in particular, or that it's not going to be awkward. But it's a simple solution that you're avoiding yourself from figuring out because your ego won't let you. All right, universe, what hidden messages do you have for pile number 3? A very specific pile. I think of all 3 of my piles, this is probably the pile that is going to resonate with the least amount of people. But for the people that it does resonate for, it's going to be right on the money. Universe. I knew exactly what I was doing. Right under confession. I knew exactly what I was doing. Wow. Yeah, somebody was a dirty bird. Somebody was being selfish. I'm starting to understand our connection. Somebody was selfish and needs to confess to something. But now that they've had either distance or time or somebody cussed them out, they're realizing how much they fucked up. I'm so attracted to you. Oh, okay. Well, if this is not about a love relationship, then if it's about a friendship relationship that had a rough patch, one of you might have a crush on the other one. If it's about a job or a colleague, there might be some sort of physical attraction or energetic attraction that made things weird. And last but not least, I couldn't let you get close to me. Got it. And another one just popped up. Just being near you is intoxicating. Okay, I'm going to stop pulling cards because now they're just reiterating. Whoever this pile is for, this is very specific. Whoever this pile is for, someone in this situation was just looking for sex or for something casual or for something light. Whether it's for a romantic relationship, they're just looking for sex or something light. If it was a job relationship, they were just looking for a side gig. If it was a friendship, they thought it was going to be a casual friendship. Whoever this is underestimated a connection while they had strong access to it. They underestimated that they had met a twin flame, a kindred soul, or had stumbled across a blessing of some sort. And because they didn't recognize what they had until it was gone, shout out to Joni Mitchell and Janet Jackson, they fumbled or they lied or they did something selfish, and the other person either pulled away because they respected themselves or the universe pulled them away from each other, right? Whatever happened, there was some distance or some kind of chasm, some kind of separation that happened, right? And now the person who thought they were clever is starting to feel remorse because they're realizing that they sabotaged something that might have actually been exactly what they needed. Whew. Welp, I just work here. Now we're going to pull, last but definitely not least, we are going to pull what the overall message is for August for group number 3. Group number 3, however many of you this applies to, my heavens, you needed this message because I'm hearing that some of you are so stubborn. So stubborn. And so universe is trying to get me to give you this message because they've been trying to talk to you and you haven't been listening. Okay. I knock on the cards whenever I want to make sure that it's fresh energy. Release. Ooh, this is a beautiful card. I stopped fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts. I live in the present moment and I accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. Group 3, they're telling you to man or woman up. They're telling you to release the fear that caused you to sabotage your connection, your blessing, whatever they were trying to bring to you. They're asking you to also forgive yourself. Don't just ask other people to forgive you. Forgive yourself for whatever role you played in creating this mess you're in. And they're also asking you that when you release, to give it up to your spirit guides, give it up to God, give it up to the universe, whatever you believe in, to release it and let it go. Right? I'm picking up, don't cry over spilled milk. That's so cliche. That's such a cliche thing to pick up. I'm picking up, don't cry over spilled milk, and also realize that there's a whole lot more milk in the fridge, right? Whatever this was, whatever mess that was made, it's not too late to clean it up, which feels very heavy-handedly like what I got for group number 2. Okay, guys, this has been another interesting reading for me. I just work here. So I am now going to do the angel numbers for pile number 2 and pile number 3. I hope this was helpful. Bye.